Hey, this is Ronni.
Hey, this is Brad from 2 Days Grace. How are you?
Hi, Brad. I'm great. Thank you so much for taking a little time and giving us a call this afternoon. A lot of things going on, so we'll get right into it. Got some new music from you guys. Let's first get down to the meat of it. Matt Walst and Adam Gontier finds both of these guys fronting on vocals. The best news the rock world has gotten in so long. I mean, there were tears. I got to be honest. There were tears of joy.
Wow.
So
that's great.
So before we really get into the new music, let's talk about how that all came about. I am dying to know that backroom story. Were you guys hanging out somewhere? Just tell me what happened.
Yeah, well, thanks so much. And we're super excited too. And, it's crazy times right now for us, but it all kind of started, to be honest, like during COVID, we were writing a little bit via Zoom and I was texting with Adam a little bit, and we eventually met up for coffee, which we hadn't done in a long, long time. And I think it just kind of came up in a conversation, like, would you ever, consider coming back? It would be awesome for the fans. And, Matt was a big advocate of that as well. And I think, the thing with Matt is, he realizes that our fans are some of the best fans in the rock world. And he kind of felt like, it would be awesome for them. And we kind of owe them that in a way. And so Matt and Adam became super close. And then I think it was Huntsville, Alabama. We were doing a show with Shinedown, and Adam lives a couple hours from there now. And I just gave him a call and said, "Hey man, you want to come down and sing Never Too Late and maybe Ride or something?" And he's like, "Yeah, I'd love that." So he brought his family down, and we got on stage, and it was one of those moments where you just kind of realize that this is something special, and to have, Matt and Adam on stage at the same time, and you see the crowd's reaction, it was just like, it was a no-brainer. And to be honest, we're all still really good friends, and the chemistry is amazing, and it feels really good right now. So it's pretty exciting.
So with the logistics of the whole thing with Matt and Adam, my first thought was, this is going to be the most powerful dual vocals of any band that has ever lived, first of all. And from the little idea of what I've heard so far, that is in fact facts. So how do the logistics work as you guys have written new music and vocals and this and that? Are they kind of back and forth like in Linkin Park kind of, or how are we going to visualize and hear the band as it is now?
Yeah, exactly. So it all kind of, we started just at Barry's cabin. He has this little cabin studio off his big property there in Indiana. And we kind of just started around the campfire because that's where we started to begin with, just with acoustic guitars, and we're all, rural Canadian guys. And once we heard them singing together, it was a no-brainer. We're just like this, because you never know, right? If their voices are going to match. And no, they work really well together. So we just started writing demos, and it kind of just came naturally where they would trade off. Sometimes they trade off in a verse. Sometimes Adam would sing the first chorus and Matt sings the second chorus. And then we just kind of played around with it. And it really we didn't put a ton of thought into it. It just kind of came naturally. And because their voices are so similar in character, but so different in the vibe, it really worked well. So, Matt's a little more frantic, where Adam's a little more sultry, kind of like a modern Pink Floyd, maybe, like that kind of vibe. But it works really well. It works really well. And we were all pleasantly, surprised and excited. And we just keep writing, and the chemistry is awesome. So we're excited.
I love the campfire thing, because nothing brings you down to earth than the wilderness and being outdoors. And
Absolutely.
The vocals just feel like they're going to be like butter. And that's so exciting for fans of the band. Now, Matt is family. So when he kind of stepped in after Adam left the band, it was like natural in that way too. So it's kind of been sort of seamless from one to the other, with a little time in the middle, some great music, with Adam, with Saint Asonia, with Mike and all that stuff. But having this group back together, writing new music, the new song Mayday landed. It's very exciting. Tell me about what that song is about, because that teaser video of Matt and Adam flying a 3 Days Grace plane scared the crap out of me.
Right? Yeah, no, that song, the song's kind of about just realizing that, we can all get a little lost in this crazy world, and and sometimes things are out of our control, and all you can do is just keep fighting, and just keep putting your head down and moving forward day by day and surviving. So there is a line in the chorus that says, we ride like passengers without a pilot. So we have this idea to be on a plane and kind of make it more of a less serious video, but also really cool. So, there's not a lot of band performance, which was kind of nice. We just sat in a plane and had a good time.
It was hilarious. I love you guys are like leaning back in your chairs, stretching out, putting masks on and blindfolds like you're about to take a snooze. So we've got this upcoming tour with 3 Days Grace and Disturbed. Tell me how that sort of came about.
Well, we've done a couple tours with them in the past, and they're great guys, obviously, and a powerhouse in the rock world. And we were looking to do something kind of early next year, and they reached out, and it was a no-brainer. They're awesome dudes, and so we're able to get on a few of those shows for their upcoming tour, and they're going to be great, obviously, with their anniversary tour of their first record, and we get to kind of play together for the first time, I guess, as the five of us, which will be great because, we've kind of thought about it. And, when Adam's singing, Matt's going to play guitar and sing backups. And when Matt's singing, Adam's going to play guitar and sing backups. So no one really leaves the stage, which is kind of cool. And I don't know if that's ever been done before. So it'll be really exciting and lots of energy, and a great way to start our next cycle here.
How are you guys going to decide on the song choices? Are you going to stick to one particular list for the tours that you have coming up, or are you going to juggle it around? Or are you going to write them all down on a piece of paper and throw them in a hat and just pick, 15? Or how are you going to decide from all the albums?
It's going to be hard. I'm not going to lie. We just came up with a list the other day, to be honest, about 40 songs. And, I guess it's a good problem to have that we have so many to pick from now, and have, each singer sing his own thing, and maybe they'll switch up, and Adam will sing a newer song and Matt will sing an older song or something. But yeah, I think that's the idea. Obviously, we're fortunate and super grateful to have, a bunch of number ones. So, people definitely want to hear some of those. But to also be able to play some of these deeper album tracks will be really fun as well. So
that's awesome. I love that. It almost seems simple that it works out like that. It makes it sort of easy. You've got such a nice library of music that it works out perfect for Matt and for Adam to have music to sing in front. So, speaking of all those number ones, you and Shinedown kind of battling things out on that front for a while. How's that friendship working out?
Oh, they're great guys. They're super nice. All the guys are great. We were fortunate enough to have a tour with them a couple of years ago, and there's a lot of hits played in those nights. And I gotta say, when Matt first joined the band, that was his first tour, was with Shinedown, and back in those days, Brent was super supportive, and we kind of called him right away. We're like, this is what happened. Our guy left. My brother's filling in, and Brent was totally awesome and opened arms to Matt. And looking back on that was a pivotal moment in 3 Days Grace's career. I think if we weren't able to do that tour, things might have been different. So, there's always love for those guys.
The idea of you guys getting out there and touring, just the idea being released was really super exciting. Like I said, there were tears. It was like this moment of breathlessness of, what? Really? Oh my God, now where are they going to play? And then the next thing I know, within our area, you've been tapped to play Sonic Temple Art and Music Fest in May, and Incarceration, which is at the Ohio Reformatory about an hour down the road from us. So when Danny Wimmer made the call, how did all that, was he like, you have to be in it? How did that happen?
Yeah, that was a pretty cool moment. We love Danny's festivals, and there's such great festivals for fans and everything, and just rock in general. It's a great thing. And so obviously, when Danny offered us a few shows, we were pretty blessed, and of course we're going to do it. We've done those festivals before and always had great memories from them, and super excited to do them. And obviously with this new chapter, 3 Days Grace. I think it's gonna bring a lot to the festival, hopefully, and people are gonna hopefully love it and create some new memories.
It's going to be pretty epic when you guys take the stage at Sonic on Thursday, May 8th. I bet there's going to be a lot of tears in the crowd that day too. So I'm just going to say that.
Oh, that's awesome.
So with the album, we've got the Mayday song, but with the rest of the album, do you have any more details on that? Title, release date, any of that?
Yeah, well, we're still working on it. We have a lot of songs right now. So right now we're just kind of trying to make the list. And we're hoping to get back in the studio early January, and then hopefully, like a spring release if we can, maybe June, around there, May, June. So, but there's some great songs. There really is. And, I think we've overexceeded, the expectation of what we were going to do, and the songs are coming quick. So who knows? Maybe we'll do a couple records quickly and just keep going. It's been a lot of fun. So that's easy when it's fun.
Sounds like the writing has been really simple. Like you said, it's just really just coming. The flow of writing with both of your singers has made it really special. Is there anything that you're doing differently besides the fact that it's Matt and Adam?
Yeah, we've got a few new faces in the group. We have some writers that we always kind of write with, but this time around we have Zach Cervini's on board as producer. Dan Lancaster is also on board as producer and writer, and Zach's an amazing writer as well, and obviously has a lot of great songs in the rock radio world right now. So that's been exciting, and that's kind of given us a new energy as well. And Howard Benson has been involved. So we've kind of just got all these amazing guys around us that are helping. And obviously with two voices, it makes it really powerful to have those guys with us, and some super heavy rock songs and some classic sounding 3DG and some new sounding 3DG. So I think it's going to be a really interesting record.
Looking forward to the tour, looking forward to all the new music. I'll ask you one last question, and it's not related to anything except, is there one song, Brad, that you have not written that you've heard at any time in the history of music that you wish you had written?
Oh man, that's a hard question.
You can have two. How about that?
What's funny is every time I hear Bad Romance by Lady Gaga, damn, I wish I wrote that song. That's one that I always try to tell the guys, I'm like, we should cover this song. But I don't know if we could pull it off, but that's definitely one of them. I don't know, man. That's such a hard question. I'm a huge Doors fan, so like The End is a big favorite of mine. That'd be another one.
Okay.
I could probably go on all day with this one, but there's a lot of them.
You're kind of very diverse, which tells me there's a lot out there that you really appreciate.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, I got to thank you again for your time, Brad. 3 Days Grace, back, more powerful than ever. It's going to be like a tidal wave, and Sonic Temple Art and Music Fest Thursday, May 8th will be the first chance that gets to see you guys live, and we can't wait to hear the new album and see you back out on stage with your new music. It's going to be really great, and I'm thankful for your time.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
No, thank you, and thanks for your support always, and we'll see you out there. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. Thanks again, and we'll see you soon.
All right, cheers, Ronni.
Okay, bye.